It's time for our public service announcement. We have established a home for unwanted fruitcakes. We leave a big box at the end of the driveway, and if you get a fruitcake that you, because believe it or not, there are people who don't like fruitcakes. I can't believe it.
Yeah, they must not be getting the right kind of fruitcakes.
Yeah, now our old New England fruitcakes are moist and lovingly wrapped in a linen cloth soaked in rum or brandy.
Rum, by gum.
For weeks or months or sometimes years. However...
Because nobody wants to eat them. We do. We love fruitcake.
But the typical fruitcake over by, as our friends say, is covered with this marzipan frosting that resembles nothing so much as concrete.
Indeed. So this song, actually, we found 5 versions of this song in the collections made here. So very popular song about fruitcake, Miss Fogarty's Christmas Cake. Oh, yes.
As I sat by my window one evening, the letterman came unto me, and he brought a nice, neat invitation. It was asking me over for tea. Well, I knew it was Fogarty sent it, so I went just for friendship's sake. But the first thing they gave me to tackle was a piece of the Christmas cake. Here's the recipe. There were plums and prunes and berries, raisins and currants and cinnamon too. There were nuts and cloves and cherries, but the crust it was made out of glue. Ew. There were caraway seeds in abundance. 'Twould give you a fine toothache. 'Twould kill a man twice to be eating a slice of Miss Fogarty's Christmas cake. Now O'Malley, he wanted to try some, but really it wasn't no use, for they worked at it over an hour, but they couldn't get none of it loose. So O'Malley went for the hatchet, while Kelly, he went for a saw, but they only succeeded in smashing the hatchet and Kelly's left jaw. There were plums and prunes and berries, raisins and currants and cinnamon too. There were nuts and cloves and cherries, but the crust it was made out of glue. Ew. There were caraway seeds in abundance. 'Twould give you a fine toothache. 'Twould kill a man twice to be eating a slice of Miss Fogarty's Christmas cake. Well, O'Malley came down with a colic. McNulty complained of his head. McFadgen lay down on the sofa, and he swore that he wished he was dead. Miss O'Brien went into hysterics, and she started to wiggle and shake. And the men swore they all had been poisoned after eating Miss Fogarty's cake. There were plums and prunes and berries, raisins and currants and cinnamon too. There were nuts and cloves and cherries, but the crust it was made out of glue. Ew. There were caraway seeds in abundance. 'Twould give you a fine toothache. 'Twould kill a man twice to be eating a slice of Miss Fogarty's Christmas cake. Miss Fogarty, proud as a peacock, kept smiling and blinking away, till she tripped over Flanagan's brogans, and she spilled a whole brewing a tea. Gilhooly, she says, you're not eating. Have a little bit more for my sake. Oh, no, says I, Miss Fogarty, please, I've had quite enough of your cake. There were plums and prunes and berries, raisins and currants and cinnamon too. There were nuts and cloves and cherries, but the crust it was made out of glue. There were caraway seeds in abundance. 'Twould give you a fine toothache. 'Twould kill a man twice to be eating a slice of Miss Fogarty's Christmas cake. Then a man came in from the army, a sergeant or some such like. He had a big box full of matches and 100 weight of dynamite. We went 500 yards, well, maybe 7, and we watched while the fuse flame raised. The house, it went up to the heavens. The confection was still in place.
There were plums and prunes and berries, raisins and currants and cinnamon too. There were nuts and cloves and cherries, but the crust, it was made out of glue. There were caraway seeds in abundance. 'Twould give you a fine toothache. 'Twould give a man twice to be eating a slice of Miss Fogarty